MaJaMa Jams is brought to you by. We didn't think it could get worse, but.
Today, MaJaMa Jams will investigate a very well-known hazard, the green clown's ergs. Green clown's ergs are popular in 3 of the 7 continents, and they are always what? Anagrams. What are you talking about, anagrams? An anagram of what? Oh. Great! Now I've written 10 pages on the green clown ergs for nothing. Thank you!
MaJaMa. MaJaMa. MaJaMa.
Nobody will stop me.
How dare you address such remarks to your father?
It's easy.
Why, you offensive puppy. Perhaps this will teach you respect for your elders?
Welcome back, everyone, to MaJaMa Jams, a show where we discuss other people's work to avoid doing our own. And guys, we are out of the spooky season that was 5 episodes long, and we decided we needed to switch up something from the horror genre. So we have broken new ground on the show today. We have done something I am shocked that we have never done before, and we have featured one of the most tropish, cliche imitations in the world of cinema.
The Arnold! I can't believe we haven't done an Arnold on the show, especially when Matthew wants to break them down for how bad they are.
Not so loud.
So, what we did today is the oft told to us by the Italian here, but never seen, Hercules in New York. This is Arnold's first ever leading role.
You're being ridiculous.
This is where the icon got his start. Matteo, I'm sorry, we had a little discussion about the year. It was
shot in '69, released in the 70s. I mean, in 1970. And he was 22 when he shot it.
My God, there is a part of your brain that goes, Arnold was around in '69. Arnold was in a '69. So this movie was terrible. And I'm going to say it's a split 50-50 on the pie graph of it actually was the terrible type of terrible that's amazing to watch with you guys, and 50% actually torturous, mainly thanks to a screeching, repetitious, non-ending, hellacious mandolin music. So here's what's going to happen. This is what I like to call another Matthew episode, because Matthew pushes, like Ghost Dad, for real POSs that are going to birth conversations that devolve into cackling poop jokes, because he feels that without a mainstream audience, that's what's going to rope in more people than soft,
Why are you talking about this,
intellectual
man?
discussions
Why are you talking
on
about the
Harold.
formula of how the show is constructed? Jesus, it's supposed to
The
be
show's
movie
constructed?
magic.
I'm just letting them into the peek behind the wizard curtain.
Oh, you must be kidding. Come on, say you're kidding.
So my brother is going to be the ringleader for you guys as we go through this hellacious POS that, you know,
Puss.
had, Arnold is massive.
Well, he was just like Mr. Universe. He was just like coming out from the...
I think he makes his build.
Yeah.
No, that's what he meant.
That's, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant his...
And it was billed as Arnold the Strong, because the co-protagonist is Arnold the Stang. So they thought Stang, Strong, is kind of like...
Do people know Arnold Stang?
The star of the show, Top Cat, was voiced by comedian Arnold Stang.
Now, before we get
course,
into
don't
this,
you?
the one undeniable highlight I feel, and I'm going to tell you, correct me, I think that
Sauerkraut joke?
Schwarzenegger would go on to replicate this many times, of the classic big, tall guy with a nerdier sidekick tagging along. I think that became a trope of Arnold's. But the best thing this movie has going for it is the Arnold buddy team, who, even though they're not really given great or even mediocre material, but still the pairing and the sweetness of Stang and, you know, the overt hulkiness, that works to me. Doesn't, again, no great material for it, but that's a great idea.
Boy, that was close.
What was Ghost?
They almost nailed you. What you do, jump ship?
No, I walked off.
You walked off.
So Matthew, walk us through all of it. Take us through all of it, man. It's your show, baby. I'm not even going to talk. You're going to make the jokes. You're going to keep the flow going.
Can I have that in writing?
Right? You got it on camera. It's all him right now. Let's let him sweat like Garth in Wayne's World when Wayne goes away.
Hello.
Do it. Do it.
We
You ready to
open in Olympus, which looks like
With bricks.
it's a brick staircase in some sort of garden.
A lot of columns.
A lot of misplaced columns
Yes.
that aren't holding anything up. Maybe that's how it was.
It's the back parking lot of a Kmart.
Who are we to say what?
They're waiting for the roof and they just
Yeah.
put the columns.
You gotta start somewhere, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you find that so uncommon?
There's literally no rhyme or reason to where they're
Nope.
placed.
So we're instantly introduced to Zeus, who also goes by Jupiter, and Hercules, who goes by Hercules, and he's being insolent to Zeus,
Who is his dad?
who was his dad, and he's like, I'm gonna throw this tinfoil
Oh.
arrow at you.
Oh, the lightning bolt.
Looks like you
prop.
took like a what is it called when you for construction, like the
Yeah, one of those small, not beams, but
yeah.
Dude, that is the most perplexing choice. Like,
I mean, it's more of an arrow than a lightning bolt. Oh, it's
yeah,
an arrow.
I
It's
mean,
not a lightning bolt.
It has the point of an arrow,
Yeah,
but it is zigzagging
Yeah.
2 or 3 points. So they say, okay.
but it just looks like a prop.
It is for him to tell you, not I.
This whole movie looks
Yes.
like
Yes.
it just looks like a badly done, rushed stage play at a community theater when they've had like a week to rehearse.
No, this is the first day of the rehearsal. It's not even.
why were you guys filming the rehearsal? Oh, that was the rehearsal?
Yes.
Well, we're not gonna. We'll use that as the footage. It's insane.
Well, I'm pretty sure we quickly get to Zeus banishing Hercules to Earth for being a dick.
Yeah, because he's insolent, and so he casts him out of Olympus with one of his.
And instantly, all the skanks are like at Zeus's feet begging for Hercules to come back.
Yes, yes.
Zeus! Hercules is half mortal. He may be killed. He's only a spoiled youth. Zeus, save him.
Hercules is your son. Forgive him.
But on the plane there is the hilarious gag
Yes.
of the woman.
Tell me what's wrong. I just saw a man.
Which should literally have been Hercules is falling from sky, from Olympus.
Yeah.
And he lands on the wing of a plane, and he looks in the window and just waves high and then jumps into the ocean. But instead of her just being like, what was that? We get a 5-minute scene of her talking back and forth with the woman she's traveling with.
There are men on this airplane.
No, outside. He was flying.
Outside.
And then the stewardess trying to wave her on and talk to her and make sure she's okay and give her a drink and ask her what she saw. That can't be what you saw. Let me give you some oxygen. I'm like, dude, it should have been a
Eventually,
one
yeah.
and done quick.
She puts her out of her misery just like with the oxygen that for some reason zonks her out.
Yeah.
It's like
You can't get too much of that stuff. It's bad for you.
yeah, it should have been quick, as in.
Holy shit!
Or whatever. I digress.
And we're sure it's not the mom from the aunt from the grandma.
Yeah, it's not
from
Imogen Coca, no.
Imogen
Imogen Coca.
Coca.
It looks a lot like her.
All ladies who are just like doing stuff.
Oh,
like,
you old broads.
So Hercules lands on a military vessel or shipping vessel,
boat, yes.
and we see Arnold trying to really have some banter for the first time, and it's literally just the most flat delivery. Just
But I am
reading-
Hercules, but I am Zeus's son.
It seems like
But
they're
you're
doing a
the
read through of a
captain.
script, and he's just hung over and he's just trying to get through it.
What's your name?
Hercules.
Greek, huh?
Very old family.
Sir?
It's alright. I'm democratic.
You're addressing the captain of the ship. Now you say sir to me.
I'm Hercules.
But they seem pretty upset with trying to figure out his name and who he is and give him a
Where he's from,
affiliation.
yes.
And then they try to give him chores on the boat. And he's like, no, I don't want to do that. So he starts fighting with the guys.
Well, he refused to work, sir. And when I tried to persuade him, Well, he's a foreigner. Perhaps he didn't understand you.
I understood him. He's most disagreeable and he has irritated me.
And they seem like really, like when he tries to leave the boat, they're like, wait, whoa, where are you going, man? I'm like, dude, you just picked this guy from the middle of the ocean. Like, he could be from anywhere. He could be, he could have hit his head on the side of the railing, and now he just has brain damage and he doesn't know where he's from. Like, you're trying to find out where you're supposed to go to or if he needs help or anything. You're
Wouldn't that be more of a reason to keep him on the boat?
trying to keep him on the boat.
But thank God a huge, breathtaking fight erupts.
Yeah, the dudes.
Is that the board?
Yeah, the dudes on the boat have been trying to fight with him, and then he gets off the boat and like, hey, you guys sitting around that trash can on fire, I'll give you $20 if you can stop that guy. And they're like, okay, we're drunk already, why not?
Hey, you guys, $20 for the first man that flattens them.
So they all go after him, and Arnold just picks up a huge 2x4 and starts pushing them around, and they just start swinging around.
I left a trash fire for this.
and circling and circling and circling and circling and circling. And eventually he pushes a couple guys off the side of the pier.
Yeah.
And then two other guys just fall down. And
during that fight, I was quite
I was going to say,
annoyed.
That's why Matteo perfectly called that if this had been a later on. But this fight is leaving me bored.
We now return to MaJaMa.
Where you from?
Greece.
Oh, I used to know a Greek guy. He ran a beanery down in a village. His name was Apollo. I never found out what his second name was.
I know Apollo.
You do?
So he meets
John Presley.
Presley, because he sells
pretzels.
Well, they call me Pretzi because, you see, I sell pretzels on the waterfront there. Yeah.
Which he has in a basket, like a laundry basket.
Yes, on
Shish kebab.
spikes. Yeah, exactly. And they fall in the cab.
Dude, he gets in the cab, yeah, and like half of his stock, his merchandise, just pours out into the cab. Salt is probably all over the seat. And so Arnold goes with him for
no
particular reason.
There's a good buddy movie there. I don't think they gave them anything to work with.
Yes, before going on the cab, he stops a forklift, and they say,
Fine chariot, but where's the horses?
What's all of that? What's the matter? Hey!
It's not even like he's trying to admire it. He's just like, I'm going to stop it. And
then lets it go.
But that's the thing, that those jokes last throughout the entire movie are stretched out into scenes as opposed to just a passing joke.
Okay.
And these kind of fish out of water instances keep happening throughout the entire film, even to the very end.
This fish out of the water would have died during the first joke.
So Elf, when Buddy first gets to New York, we have an absolutely wonderful montage of all the things that happens because a man-elf is fueling in New York. Now, granted, as the plot progresses, we have some more of those, but it goes away from the essential. This montage is just to show...
You did it! Congratulations! World's best cup of coffee. Great job, everybody.
He's out of place.
Yeah.
And then we get the story with Zooey Deschanel and then James Caan. They start to build. He's right that this feels like the whole movie is that montage of... It's just that it's wacky he's here. It continues the whole movie. It's wacky he's here.
The difference with Elf is that both Will Ferrell and Jon Favreau know comedy. And so they know for how long a gag could work. And probably I'm sure that they shot 20 of those jokes to have 5 in the movie.
Yeah. Plus with this, Arnold is playing it straight, so you can play him as the almost lovable lunkhead who doesn't understand the workings of man's world.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost like if you had shown Arnold where he got to and then go back in time, like you could take what became the Arnold formula and make this, even if it was a kick-ass, like shitty movie, but it's fun to watch, you could make this thing work.
Well, I should hope so.
Like, I still stand by the fact that the two Arnolds, it's the classic big and small. The guy's an absolute sweetheart. Arnold is, sweet at the core. The effect, the just base level visual effect is hulking. You throw in the one-liners, you make him, he's good at comedy.
Because for instance, I was thinking of Twins.
Yeah,
and Schwarzenegger, it's funny in that movie. He has a good back and forth with Danny DeVito.
I'm your twin brother.
Oh, obviously. The moment I sat down, I thought I was looking into a mirror.
We are not identical twins.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely owns it
Yeah.
eventually, but
Yeah.
like this one, you can play him straight and have Arnold staying.
Stang.
How bad they are.
Stang.
Play off him and be the goofy, Jesus Christ stereotype.
Excuse me there, yeah, Herc. Can we go get some Lox bagels? So.
Yeah, because he is very subtle in all his performances.
Wait, was he known as a person? To anyone besides?
Are you human?
People in his immediate life?
I would imagine so, yes.
But I mean, it's not like, oh, we got...
He has stopped billing in this one.
We got the Stang.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean? You think you could do better?
There is Arnold Stang and Arnold Strong, because they say
terrible.
that nobody would have neither remembered nor being able to enunciate the name of Schwarzenegger back then.
No.
It just feels weird that you have, like, it's such a,
Yeah, it does.
the end of Babylon, they go to this dark underground club to see this gentleman that's just like a hulking beast biting off rat heads, and the idea is he could, objectively, it'd be interesting to be in the movies. I feel like Arnold here, obviously at this point, he's shrunk down, and I don't even think he was this berserkly. What he just doesn't have this mass.
Here?
No, and when now look at him, he did the old man shrink.
Well, he's 160, yes.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that, like, even Arnold in his prime, like, I've never seen him look this huge. You give any mainstream beloved, either way. My point
Maybe
is,
in Conan.
it's objectively insane, and I can't believe that they fumbled. Like, you should be able to pump way more material, even if the movie itself still ends up being crappy. You should be able to pump way more gold out of a dude that looks like that.
Well, I personally have no doubt as to the outcome.
Like, what did they take advantage of his amazing physique for? Okay, it's a one-note joke. Oh, he looks good. Like, no, you should have a million scenarios.
He fought a bear, man.
Oh my God! Can we please get to that scene?
We are
okay,
working
keep
towards
going,
it.
Mr. Orchestrator.
Where the hell were we?
So they're leaving Pretzi and Hercules
still?
are leaving the seaport on a cab.
So
they get to Central Park.
Oh yes, they get in Central Park, and then Stang is like, pay the man. So
Yes.
you can't pay him.
Yeah.
I'm glad they get that gag.
I wonder why he doesn't want to pay him. So he's like, Hercules, pay the man. And there's like 5 minutes.
The gag just tidily taken care of in 5 seconds.
Just 5 minutes of what is it? How does it work? What do I use? Money. What's money? How do you gotta pay that for a ride?
Their bones are their money.
The bucks and the dough.
Pay the cabbie.
Pay him? What?
For the ride, $2.
Give me the dough.
Box? Dough? What is it zoological talk about male and female animals?
Yeah.
And then
the dude.
Which again, that's actually a decent line.
If everyone else knew comedy and you just put Arnold young, he's just starting out, he's mainly been a weightlifter, and you're just like, dude, play it straight. Wonder Woman in the first Wonder Woman, fish out of water, very cute, very sweet, very innocent, doesn't understand how the world is, but is a brutal warrior. Well, not brutal, but a warrior.
Yeah. And so he flips the cab.
Yeah, but like. Also, the amount of people who are willing to kind of square up with this guy, I'm like, he's a fat, overweight cab driver who's like in his 50s.
That's a good
40s.
point. Again, I feel like this is my Mateo point where, okay, it might be a goofy movie, but, and I'll come back to this for our conclusion, objectively, this man is huge. All these little twerps are like, what? You have to be the most blindingly cocky dude to be built like these dudes who, like you said, just casually, like, of course I'll take this dude on. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible to have technique and take on a bigger guy and actually be trained. I'm sure there are dudes that are, smaller that could be wily and take out someone that. But,
David and Goliath.
Exactly. But just, you're right, dude. The amount of times that these dudes are like, let's just go into a fight with the biggest dude I've ever seen. Because again, look up any beloved Arnold. He's not this big. You want to say youth, whatever, fine. I've never seen Arnold this massive.
Not even what you Google?
Does he arouse you?
Honestly, kind of, yeah, it's just such an objective, like...
Luke.
What are you doing? Oh, wow!
It's objectively insane special effect, like the the Dark Knight when the truck flips. It's just objectively a cool thing.
He missed!
So yes,
His titties?
His titties. It just looks crazy, dude. He'd never look that big again. And the movie just wastes an objective cool. Okay.
All right, calm down.
So yeah, I'm sorry. I just completely agree with that point. These dudes just throwing themselves at this Hulk.
You sound like you're doing it too. So he flips the cab, which kind of seems like a dick move.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand the politics of modern society.
Yeah. So then him and Pretzel.
Stang? Pretzel.
Go to a hotel.
They hold hand and
run through the park.
They go to the park and they see the athletes.
Who are these men over there?
Oh, they're just athletes training.
Athletes?
College guys, yeah.
Oh, dude, it's like a bad set piece movie. It's just like, okay, we're gonna do a bunch of skits, and it's just like, okay, it's the same joke every time.
Well, I don't think you're going to be able to throw the discus. I mean, honestly, could you be able to? I don't think that he's going to be.
So he throws the discus pretty far.
No, talk about the visualness of it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Pretty far.
It's terribly done.
It shouldn't land anywhere near. It should fly into the sun. You
yes,
just don't see where it lands.
Right. Yes. Again, how do you not the most hacked screenwriter?
Field.
Have it take out a bird. Have it shoot to the moon. Have it something.
I understand that they didn't have the money for certain effects, but for instance, as I was watching it, my mind went to a movie that is pretty much at the same time, maybe a couple of years later, The World's Greatest Athlete by Disney, where Michael Vincent plays Nanu from the jungle, and who is a guy who runs faster than a cheetah. And there are a couple of
He's
jokes.
white?
I'm sorry?
He's white?
Yes.
That's weird.
He's adopted or something. And there are some jokes that are, he's doing things like he kicks. They say, okay, kick the ball, and they're looking at the goalpost, and he.
Now this is what we call a field goal, huh? Now you try it. Put it right through the goalpost. No. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they say no, and then they see that so yes. So there is that. Or in
who put this thing together?
In the original Superman, the movie, when they leave him to clean all the uniform, that he is angry and he. Even Superman 4 has a joke with, I think that he's with a baseball. So you could do so, especially because we are never shown the distance.
Superman 4 is a better comparison.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Imagine that. We're never shown the actual, what's the distance between when he shoots to the pole, the whatever, is a pillar or something.
Yeah, something. But even if you did, the fact that it's still on that same field, just like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive, man.
It's impressive, but it's not.
Hercules. It's not.
Yeah, it's not.
No, it's a huge.
It's not godlike.
Yeah. That's actually a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Even though that's tied into how he looks, but that's base level. You have this Hulk. Oh my God, let me throw it. Like you said, it went far down the field, and then the coach acts like, what?
And once again, it's impressive for a human.
You don't say.
I do say.
We now return to MaJaMa.
Even his jump, the long jump.
Dude, he does a long jump. You see him jump over the camera, and then you see him land on the ground.
Yeah.
You just have no idea what the relative distance is.
Also, you should have done, if you want to do it like that, you should have done, there is a joke in the first Hot Shot. Lloyd Bridges comes from the airplane before they put the ladder for him to go down.
Admiral, good to see you again, sir.
Of course, they couldn't have Lloyd Bridges fall down like this. So what they did is that they exaggerated the reaction of everybody looking down. Or Naked Gun, when he sees her on top of the stairs, and then she... Instead, there is no reaction. I just say them standing still.
Yeah, it's not even like done as a joke. It's not even done as an impressive feat of strength.
Right.
It's not even done as a reaction.
And this is my point. This was so bad that if you full housed it and you did an embarrassingly do what you guys are saying. Have the coach be like the Arnold Stang effect, like what? Have Arnold be like a goofy effect or brr. Like make it you. Every opportunity was missed.
Yes.
Literally, the one good thing you had is you have the guy that would become an icon who looks objectively insane, and then you fumble every chance.
Hold your anger against Hercules.
Every chance, and no matter what you want, if you want to do an actual well-produced comedy, if you want to do, like I said, a goofy sitcom-y Full House, if you want to do a believable, any tone but this awful
any tone.
Boredom.
Well, I don't care.
There could have been.
Surprisingly, it was the first movie of the director.
Okay. I just
But
feel like
still,
this.
when you set up to do a joke, or at least gags like the discus, the javelin, and the jump, you have to plan them.
Yeah, it's a physical gag. How could you not?
Well, we get, like you said, we get nothing. You get
bit of thought.
Feet cut to someone else, feet land. It could have been any amount of distance. You don't.
Yeah. The only thing that tells you that is a long jump is that there is a longer time of them staring at him apparently flying or something.
Picture you get this dumbest thing, like two sneakers on sticks. You film from this level, and you just literally have the feet move like this across. It would look stupid. That would work.
But is even enough just like having three people just like going like...
Yes! In fact, once again, as we talk this out, I'm like, how inept
Anything for me this morning?
No, nothing at the moment, Mr. Armstrong.
Oh, well, in that case, I think I'll just dive out and have a coffee.
Right.
Again, it's important to say that it was pretty fun to watch because some of these movies that were going to be fun to watch with you guys just are not. This at least
altogether, yes.
Was pretty fun.
What kind of a punishment is that?
But there is so much.
Once again, we got into like 60% of it, and we're like, oh, okay, now it's painful.
Yes.
All right.
Anyways,
I think you're doing a good job of making fun as the plot goes. Though. Nicely done.
Can't tell.
No, seriously, I think you are.
Then I think they get a hotel?
No, the developer of Cuesta Verde in Poltergeist.
I'd like to show you something. A Greek peasant with delusions of mythological divinity.
Invites Pretzi and Hercules to his house, where they get, without saying hello, they just say barging.
Yeah, he walks straight in. Pay no mind to the maid.
Oh, and then what happens with the daughter in this scene?
He kisses her hand and then just starts talking to her. Then her boyfriend comes in, which we never see
again.
No, we see it
back in Olympia. We don't ask permission.
Yeah, he asked him if.
Is he your lover?
My what?
Hey, mister, watch your talk.
And like once again, this dude's stepping to Arnold. Like, dude, like what? Why? Yeah. I understand you get to defend your girl, but
I mean, you could do a couple like cocky tough guys that do it, but I feel like you're right that every dude who's a twerp comparatively is like, let's square up. I don't see this going badly.
Especially because apparently, if memory serves, he was one of the athletes on the field. Hence, the daughter and the father were there.
Oh.
And so he saw him.
But do we know what the dad does, or the dad is interested in? We don't know what.
Wasn't I? See, what I thought when I was watching it, Actually, yes. I thought that he wanted him for the team. And
No.
that was the classic, like,
Wait,
I'm
was
going to get this Hulk on the sports team and win.
Mr. Zeus interests me. I'd like to get to know him better, study him more closely.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
They made him compete in wrestling in the shortest possible video montage of his career.
It's a bill.
I've never
It's a bill
seen-
for a wrestling scene, and it's him holding a guy over his head who's wearing socks.
Yes.
And then we just fade right out to some thugs in the.
Okay, it needs to be said.
I'm your new partner.
I'm thinking of immediately South Park.
In any sport, if you want to go from just a beginner to a pro, you need a montage.
There is no bigger trope and no bigger trope that has been mocked than the montage. It is such a cliche trope, and you would think it's I have never seen a movie fumble the montage in this way.
Oh, really?
It's literally one image, maybe two headlines. It lasts like 10 seconds. I'm like, how do you fumble the biggest cliche in movies?
I mean, it almost fits because like it's not even the plot point of the movie. He doesn't become like a wrestler throughout.
No.
He doesn't even become.
Does it advance it in any way?
Anything? Yeah, because so then after that, the thugs, the gangsters come to Pretzi's.
Yes, Stang.
Stang?
Stang.
Stang?
Pretzi.
Pretzi's
Yes.
place, and they're like, "Hey, sign this contract that gives us Arnold's body," and he's like, "No, we're friends. I'm not gonna sign that."
Hercules is my friend. I ain't gonna sell him to nobody, not to you, or him, or him.
And then like,
when Kevin Pollak shows up.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna hurt you if you don't. So he doesn't sign it.
No, he signs
He
it,
signs
but
it.
then he goes to the bottle because he is sad that he sold his friend.
Okay.
He brought it on himself.
And then
That's
back
when he
in
sees
Olympus.
No, that's
He sees the novel that he's reading where there is a story of Hercules.
he's the person jump up. He sees Adrian Brody.
No,
Hold
that's
on.
way later. Way later.
is?
No, that's what. Well, that we go to Olympus.
Yeah, we have the whole scene.
We just keep cutting back and forth between, and it's so pathetic because it's just a slog. But on top of that, you hear cars and horns and
Yes.
traffic going by.
I charge you with a mission. As she who is the avenger of my displeasures.
And the sound is different from. There is no mixing
Yeah.
whatsoever, and so.
And there's scenes where his makeup looks worse. I'm like, wait, are they trying to age him through this movie? Like he's
know,
dealing
yeah,
with such a big
that's weird,
issue of
yes.
losing his son, or is it just bad, or it's just not consistent?
It's probably bad.
Doesn't surprise me a bit.
So there is a Zeus and Juno and all the goddesses
Gargamel.
that are asking, yes, they're asking him to bring Hercules back. So eventually he decides he entrusts Mercury to go back to Earth, who for some reason he arrives on a chopper.
Get to the chopper!
So did he jump on? Did he fall on top of the chopper? Like
It's never clear. He gets off of the chopper. They had the chopper that lands.
Yeah, because
by
he's
the
inside.
Brooklyn Bridge or whatever. He's inside.
He's wearing a suit.
With other two people, so we don't know exactly what's.
I mean, it's pretty tight space. You think the other guys would be like,
They would
"Hey,"
have noticed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then we just cut to him in the hotel room. No,
Yes.
how do I find him? Where do I go? Any quirkiness
knows.
of trying to find him? It's just there's so many scenes we'll get to.
Batman arriving in Gotham out of breaking out of the pit and rises. You just go with it, but you're like,
No, it's not even did that too. Yes, but just the transition to it is so abrupt and jarring. It's just like, oh, he's here now. Everyone.
Venus, especially, asked me to give you her best wishes.
So he tries to convince him to come back. He says no. Once again, it's just people in a room talking. And then
Mercury leaves out the window, scares Pretzi.
Yeah, because he flies up.
Sure. Thanks to off screen, but
Yeah.
yes.
You hear a whoosh. And then
yeah,
Pretzi
they
passes
don't
out.
do anything that is so easier to do. If this had been a living cartoon, let's say our beloved Kung Fu Hustle, literally a living cartoon. I think again, there's a million different anything, but this god
This
awful.
felt like the Titanic cartoon.
It's no confusion, no illusion. Out on the sea, so amusing. A special trip, so we best get started. Hardy, party, party, hardy. You, help me. You, me, you, me. Yes.
Yes.
Tonally, and I could see this.
Just like you don't know how to make a movie.
Yes, I could see this animated
Yeah.
where I'm like, what country was this made in?
Yeah, there is a basic incompetence that you don't know exactly. So Pretzi goes back to the girlfriend at this point. Because we forgot that in the meantime, Hercules fought a bear in Central Park.
Wait, okay, yes. So they start
Zero in
dating,
on that.
But I can't tell if she's dating him because the dad wants to get to know him, or if they're just starting to like each other.
They switch she switches like that from what the hell is this guy to be? Yeah, again,
she's like, oh,
surprise,
I can't
surprise.
tell if you're.
But even with me, I was like, wait, did we just jump to her being into him now?
Because she's like, I can't tell.
She's
if
totally
he's
against him.
joking around, or if you're actually being serious with all these comments you're making around town.
Well, do you know he had the effrontery to ask if I would have dinner with him tonight?
Well, of course you told him.
I would.
Naturally.
We now return to MaJaMa.
That is not Hercules. And who is that monster who looks as if he has come straight from the kingdom of the underworld?
Oh, no, this is a motion picture, a play. Really, you mustn't take yourself so seriously.
He doesn't even look like me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say he sees the fake Hercules playing him in a movie? Did we say that?
No.
Isn't that on the first date? Where she sees
Probably
the
is-
poster?
probably is
Because
that-
that's when she's trying to explain, like, are you being serious? Or
Are you okay?
It's a
I
movie.
think that is after the bear, though.
It might be. So they're on a carriage. The cameraman is holding on for dear life. As
No, they put the
camera
carriage
is
in
just
the horse anus to shoot them.
It's just shaking. I mean, I get it because you're on a horse and buggy. So what are
Yes.
you going to do? But still.
No,
So
it's,
then
not, it's not still.
We have an old man inside of what looks like a human trafficking warehouse, where I'm guessing it's where the animals come in from the outside enclosures into the cages for the night. And oh my God, the bear cage is unlocked and the bear is missing.
And the padlock is neatly posted
Yes.
on the floor. So the bear, I think that was like picking the lock.
And then
Tonight's the night.
And then we cut to.
He pulls it out from behind his poster of Rita Hayworth.
We cut to what looks like a scene from the Shaggy Dog, with just this creepy bear suit. Walking around on all
It's the
fours.
It's the Shining.
Yeah,
It's the Shining,
yeah.
dude. In the
Yes.
Oh.
And it's just like, why would you not pick a classic gorilla?
Yeah.
A classic humanoid type creature where you can put a human in a gorilla
Or,
suit.
look,
it looks mildly believable.
Because in the mythology, one of the feats that Hercules did was fighting a huge bear. So they wanted to.
Am I misunderstanding the level of this production?
Yeah.
But wouldn't it
Yes,
be
we all are.
decently easy to get a movie bear?
To wrestle?
Oh my God!
No?
No.
That came later. Animals of Hollywood
Yes,
came later.
yes.
It just. I mean, again, not to have Arnold wrestle, but like, look what they did for the bear. I literally would have had my star killed before I put that on film.
So, interfering again.
It would have been probably more acceptable getting some stock footage of a close-up of a bear to insert.
Tintorera, right?
Yes.
Decently to effect with the stock footage.
Yeah, but he's got to interact with it more than normal. So it'd be a
Or
little
you
harder.
get the zombie fighting with a shark.
Yeah. Or just at this point, kill a bear. Kill a bear, throw it in Central Park, and just have him wrestle it down.
The opening of 8.
Yeah.
Arnold just doing this with an actual bear carcass.
Or you do like Lou Ferrigno in his Hercules, which fights a bear. But he throws him into space.
I don't.
What?
I don't. I know a lot of times you have background info. I don't know if you have it for that. When Lou Ferrigno did that role, do you know what the percentage he was giving to that role was?
What percentage?
I'm pretty sure he was giving his all.
Was it?
But you want a number quantified?
What percentage was he?
I probably have to say at least
100%?
No. It's Lou Ferrigno.
110%.
110%.
He always.
This dude gives 110% straight
I hope
throughout.
they can find the clip, or that's just esoteric.
I give 110% of the team effort, 110%, 110%.
He gave 120%. Screw 110. He really did.
One of Lou's strengths is intensity. You know, I can't help it. I just do the best. I give 110%. 110%, and he says that a lot. You have to give 110%, 110%, 110%, 110%. When you start to have 87%, 50%, even 80%, it's not good enough. In my opinion, it's got to be 110%.
The only difference is that the Lou Ferrigno movie, and it was an Italian one, it was kind of like Conan.
Wait, how's the effect? Is it decent effect? Or
No.
How's the voice?
No. It was a period piece, if you will. It was a mythology, kind of like a Clash of the Titans or something.
Is it worse?
Probably. I don't know. It's just like it's teetering over there. Is that with a little more money? Not too much, but a little more.
I do not have any money.
Lou Ferrigno in a period piece? I mean, no one told me why it's coming out down here.
Also, it's kind of funny because they keep cutting back and forth to the girl whose name I have no clue whatsoever, and she keeps going, "Beat him up! Beat that bear up! Beat him up!" It's like it was weird.
And then she
like
faints.
That. Yeah. Oh my God.
She faints a slash orgasm.
She's just like,
I remember
like,
that.
wait, is she orgasming or did she just faint?
Probably.
Or both?
Yes. The cameraman came out from the anus of the horse.
They don't even have to try to have the bear stay on all fours. They just have it walk like it's a dude.
Yeah, bears stand on their hind legs, but like, yeah. But yeah,
and it's worth noticing that the bear was played uncredited by Sam Stewart.
Yes, he did great work.
Yes, he's known for
bears.
His bear work. So, eventually, on Mount Olympus decided to, since Hercules has refused to go back, they decided to take off his powers.
No, they decided to banish him to hell.
I am to convey Hercules to the underworld kingdom of Pluto, where he's to remain for 100 years.
But they give him the
Jupiter's,
potion
Jupiter's pissed, so she works with a girl who's going to banish him and says, hey, take this ring of cocaine, go to Earth, roofie Hercules, it will remove his powers.
Yes.
So once again, we're like, bam. She's there in regular human clothes at the bar and drugs him and he drinks the drink.
Yes.
It's like not even like, okay, we're just going to cut right from her at Mount Olympus.
We fade to black,
Yeah.
As it happens quite a few times.
And then from there, we cut to what I have to imagine is a city street with a wrought iron gate that looked kind of cool. And it's in broad daylight, but
don't forget about the red light.
They put like a black tarp behind to cover up the buildings. They put a red light and a smoke machine, which is louder than the dialogue.
Zeus has decreed that Hercules should spend the next 100 years down here. There has been an argument between the two of them.
And she meets whatever.
Pluto.
Pluto, yes.
Pluto.
Pluto, yes.
Pretzies.
Yes, Stang.
Stang?
Stang.
Stang?
Pretzi.
Pluto.
Excuse me, sound designer? I can hear the smoke machine. Yeah.
Those are the flames of hell, sir.
You want it louder? No, it's fine. It is.
What a triumph, what a coup, what a feather in my cap to snatch the soul of a demigod.
Turn on the flames of hell.
So her plan is to go tell to him, God Christ, for Satan to go to Earth.
Satan.
Pluto.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Hades, Satan, Pluto, go to Earth talk to Hercules and tell him that...
Who am I playing in this movie? Hades Satan.
Oh no, there is the illegal betting thing with the gangsters. That they say, oh, he has to lose...
Okay, pal, it's a bet. You're laying 20 grand at 5 to 1 on Hercules to lose.
But that's before. That's after.
Yeah, but
why does Satan go to Earth?
To talk to the gangsters to say, hey, you can go.
Oh, right. Wait, to bet on him, to get money.
Yeah.
Why does he want money? Wait, that's the...
I mean, there's smoke machines that doesn't come cheap, so...
You know how much that liquid is? The big liquid smoke?
Surely Juno realizes that I'm no murderer. I only punish.
She understands that, of course.
So he
You gotta replace it every hour. I got it running constantly.
Yeah, so he gives them...
That's the real hell!
Wait, because...
It's the upkeep!
Because Jupiter, or Juno, Zeus's wife, who's jealous of Hercules because Zeus banged some chick on Earth.
Yes.
And gave birth to Hercules, been trying to kill him his entire life. She talks to Nemesis, who goes to Satan, because she's like, hey, after you go to Earth and drug Hercules to take his power away, I want you to go to hell. So her whole plan to talk to Satan is for Satan to go to Earth. He talks to Hercules for some reason, but just complains about his feet. He's just on this dude's bed, just rubbing his bare ass feet, grinding his shoe into the bed, and then Hercules is like, "No, get out of here, you queen! Just leave me alone, man."
Yes.
So then he goes and meets with the gangsters and says, "Hey, I want to bet $20 that Hercules is gonna go down on me, go down during the weightlifting contest."
I'll take that bet.
And they're like, okay, but he's gonna win, so we'll take your money. And so then, that was his whole plan. He goes back to hell.
Yeah, because he vanishes. We never see him
How would
again.
that mess with Hercules? What would that do?
I don't know.
Would that get him money? How's he going to collect it? Because then they're like, how are we going to find you? And he's like, oh, I'll find you guys.
Yeah.
So he just wants to bet against...
Yeah.
We shall meet again. Be assured of that. Well, goodbye. For the present. Till next time.
We now return to
MaJaMa. Now, who is the strongest? Monstro the Magnificent? Come on, let's give him a great big hand there. There he is. Oh. Very nice. Or Hercules the Great. Let's bring Herc on. Yeah, you go out there.
All right, okay. So
and then there is a weightlifting
Yeah.
competition
So-
with Monstro or
Monstro,
whatever.
You need to break down the...
You don't need to do that.
But I'm saying that the gentleman that looks like he does, I don't believe you take away his god powers.
No, he's able to lift 750 pounds. He just can't do 1,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he at the point where they put 1,000 onto the bar, which the shots are like, here's like a shower curtain. We're in a curved room on the corner. We're in the corner of the room.
We're in a closet.
Yeah, you have to be right that they didn't have an audience because it's literally you shoot,
but it's like
in the corner there. No, I'm saying they're in a corner
because they show the shot of him lifting, and then the close up is like, oh, like that, his face. So either way, he can't lift it, and he runs out.
He runs away with the girlfriend or whatever she is.
Percocet, pretzel. Jesus.
Pretzel.
Pretzies.
Yes, Stang.
Stang?
Stang.
Stang?
Pretzel.
Pretzies.
Yes, Pretzi.
The Pretzi.
And,
So
and,
they-
and the father
Get out!
of the
What's his
woman.
name over here? Percadam Pretzi boy.
So they run out, and then the girl lady is like, oh my God, he's being chased he's gonna be killed by gangsters because he lost the bet.
Yeah.
But it's not like he took a dive, you know?
No, but
He just couldn't lift
they're
it.
mad at him. So
then they get in the car.
And they chase him. There's a breathtaking chase.
Yeah, so
and,
they work as the decoy for the gangsters. And so for some reason, Arnold and Pretzel is able to see this and be like, oh my God, look at what they're doing for us.
Yes.
They're trying to distract them so we can get away. But no, we're going to save her. So he steals a chariot.
Which
from
is
a-
there.
From a dude who's dressed as a caveman.
Yes.
Who's buying a hot dog.
Yes, and
He's
for some reason, the owner of the hot dog stand chases him with his forkful.
And dude, that should be an awesome,
sauerkrauts.
absurd, insane gag.
Listen, the hot dog gag, perfectly indicative of what I'm talking about. You could make You know what? Let's triple down. Make it the tone of the wackiest later season Full House episodes. Go full in, and I think this would be genuinely amazing. Even if you want to watch it ironically, like it's not funny, it's cheesy. I think that and the hot dog is that's what they knew. They knew that you have the vendor follow this guy all the way just to top off. That is a Zucker-esque or even an old like silent movie.
Well,
it should work, but you're just so exhausted from the boring, slow.
And it's not even clear the fact that there is.
It looks like spaghetti from a distance.
Yes,
the bun looks gnarly.
What
the
is
bun
missing,
looks like a piece of toast.
What is missing? It should have been a close-up of the guy. Would like some sauerkraut? Yes. Then the whole thing, and then at the end, your sauerkraut.
Even like a ding when he
yes,
puts on
exactly.
the hot dog.
And instead, no. There is this. We have to connect the dots of the joke. So they run into a paper mill, something.
What is it?
It's strange.
Silos and papers on the ground.
They fight. Hercules is about to lose.
He's just getting pummeled by the gangsters. So
they decide to send him Samson and
some dude,
some other guy.
Who? Atlas and Samson.
And they just. It's literally like, we need a plan to help Hercules. Can we send him some help? Yeah, let's send him Samson and so-and-so. And then literally we cut to them there grabbing the guys off of Hercules with no transition, no proof of magic, no smoke, nothing.
And with superhuman strength, one of them pushes another guy.
Dude, it's so pathetic. This dude's standing on a cherry picker type elevator lift.
Yeah.
And all he does is climb up, grab him, twist him, and then throws him down to some soft
And then for half an hour stays like this as I've done... whatever.
Like they don't know how to cut a fight scene.
No, they don't know how to choreograph a fight scene.
What was the budget on this?
300,000.
That is criminal, man. For 69?
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay 300,000.
I wonder if they had to pay a lot of permits for shooting in New York, or at the time it was more. Yeah, sure.
I do not have any money.
Because after all, they are in Times Square with the chariot or whatever that is.
Yeah. Either way, the whole thing is fine. Like, wait, can Zeus give Hercules back his powers? Hey, Zeus, use the argument. What the argument that he's the mortals are making him look bad. They're making fun of him because he doesn't have his powers. So that's speaking bad on your name because you're his dad. Mm-hmm. And he finally gives him back his powers.
No mortal shall ever triumph over a son of Zeus.
Just for Hercules, who was already pushing over these huge barrels, to be finally have this one last push, and then they fall over, crush the guys, and we cut, and we're done.
Yes.
It's like this whole thing is like if you're waiting for like a superhero movie for the hero to finally get his powers back, and he does, and you have him do one thing, he pushes something over, and that's it. You don't have a long-lasting fight scene.
When I want your opinion, I'll ask for it.
Well, actually, funnily enough, the tone of Thor, which I'm never crazy about the first one, but the tone of the first one is this hulking dude from another world, fish out of water.
Yeah.
That kind of what this could be. I don't adore the first Thor at all. I don't think it leans that much into the fish out of water comedy, but Arnold was kind of, one might say, a precursor to what Hemsworth would become in later Thors.
You have struck Hercules.
So then we cut right to the top of the Empire State Building.
Yes,
or somewhere, and Pretzi is looking through the viewfinder. Once again, doesn't want to spend a dime.
Wonder why.
To turn it on, and then suddenly Hercules is gone, and he's shouting to Zeus that he's ready to go back to heaven.
And then he says goodbye to Pretzi through a radio.
Herc? We are friends, you and I, and nothing can take that from us.
Herc! Well, Herc!
But with the voice of the actor who dubbed him in the first version of the movie, because
and it's so
Schwarzenegger was dubbed.
I understood him. He's most disagreeable and he has irritated me.
I understood him. He's most disagreeable and he has irritated me.
It's so staticky and just...
Yes.
I'll always be here with you.
Anytime you wish me to be with you, all you need to do is think of me. And there I shall be, in your mind and in your heart, for as long as you want me to be, as long as you need me.
Anytime you wish me to be with you, all you need do is think of me. And there I shall be, in your mind, and in your heart. For as long as you want me to be, as long as you need me.
And what does it mean? Like, you think of me and I'll be there? Like in your heart, or literally? Can you manifest them?
Probably. It's kind of like E.T.
Right here.
But that's more like metaphorical versus.
Yes.
So then we cut back to Olympus.
Olympus, where
Hercules kind of giving him the rundown of what Earth was like.
And he seems excited about this, so Zeus hangs
Turns
on
into a
his,
rabbi.
Yes,
hangs into the side of the plane.
Hangs on his crown, and
why does he turn into a rabbi?
It was a joke. He's just
Nobody does.
He's just wearing a bowler derby and a suit.
Yeah.
Just the beard makes him look
and he
weird.
scares apparently the same woman on the plane because
Who we don't even see a close up of. Or
no,
like,
exactly. She's.
It should be a callback, or like have Mercury land on the plane again. She's there, flying back from where she came to. Oh my God, I saw him again. There was someone on the wing. Classic Shatner bit.
There's a man out there. I don't mean a man. I mean I don't know what I mean. And
then the rule threes come through with Zeus on the plane on the wing.
It's so strange.
Well, if nothing else, we have the genesis of one of our biggest iconic stars, and I guess we could see what would come, but this is, wow, huge.
Schwarzenegger says that every time that he's on TV, he gets a call from a friend who say, ha ha.
Yeah, well, at least he looks huge.
Yeah, you can't take that away from him.
Can't take that away from him. I've never seen. Well, here's the thing: you pick up those bodybuilder mags, and the dudes literally look like brown skin and veins everywhere, and roided out like the Hulk. You know, and the pages. Why are they stuck together? Oh, right, last night. But I've never seen a guy this big without that like nasty, like crinkly, literal abomination Marvel experiment movie. Like he's just a big dude. There's no like the.
Right, usually you don't see them because they're behind you.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Very good.
Give it up. Give it up.
Very welcome.
Hey, what are you doing? Oh, wow.
Very nice. All right, gentlemen, let's express our feelings on Arnold's titties by throwing these pieces of paper. I'm going to mimic I think it was I always know what you did. There was a movie recently where you couldn't believe I did it, but I was like, I have to give credit. I have to split the difference between how much fun I had with you guys and how terrible it was. I'm thinking of going the same here because this was awful. But I did have fun with you guys, and it was a fun jam. We had a lot of laughs. Matthew, hope you're happy about that. 1, 2, and take this guy, split it in half. 2.5 for Jason.
Are you insane?
Listen, I can't deny how much fun I had with you guys laughing at it. It's awful. It's terrible, and it's unwatchable, but I have to factor in when the effect of laughing my ass off and my buddies on the couch happens. Granted, towards the end, it's generous, because towards the end it was brutal. But
that's very generous, man.
I laughed a lot. And some movies don't do that.
Don't watch it alone.
Don't watch it alone for sure. Unless you know.
I go with 4.5 mostly because it is the beginning of a myth.
Matthew's done it before, so I'm doing it. I agree with you, Matthew. I'm adding on an extra half for 3.
Thank you.
Because it's a little I was tortured by the end, but I do want to factor in how to blast you guys. So 3 for Jason.
All right, 4.5 for me.
It was rough. It's gonna be
a full 5?
4.5.
See, you got to give it
just because I want to motorboat him.
It is objectively just like, holy crap, look at this dude.
No other reason.
Yeah.
Garbage film. Absolutely garbage, inept, awful time.
Well, Mateo's right. If this wasn't the start of a genesis that was objectively an iconic moment in film.
Compare this to Drink All the Way. It's a masterpiece.
I'm not going to get into it, but Matthew makes a good point. A lot of times you say, well, if anything, we'll just watch Jingle All Day ironically because that's just a slog or all connect. Whatever you want to say. Watch this. No, he's right. Jingle All the Way runs.
It's about Jingle All the Way, too.
Honestly, maybe.
But he's also
Comparably.
right, because the tone I'm talking about, the Full House tone, is Jingle. So exactly, great example. It should have been Jingle all the way.
MaJaMa.
Guys, I'm glad one way or another we finally got Arnold on the show. You guys have a favorite Arnold out there? Don't watch this one unless you're with a group of friends and incredibly intoxicated. And this was the first Arnold Jams. And from our couch to yours, it was a Jams. And we'll see you guys next week, as we do every Thursday, for more of this, the Pepa Tomas, your favorite buddies. And thanks for stopping by.
You
kind of turned into Fozzie towards the end there.
Yeah. I love you, YouTube.
I love you, YouTube.
I don't.
MaJaMa.
They put a red light in a smoke machine, which is louder than the
Yes.
dialogue.
I'm a friend of Sarah Connor. I was told that she's here. Could I see her, please?
No, can't see her. She's making a statement.
Where is she?
Look, it may take a while. I want to wait. There's a bench over there.
Tell Mac we're moving fast. Wait, she goes with us. She's too valuable. She's got another whole network. She'll give away our position anytime she gets. No deal. You're still on board. You want to make that call? Should I? Here's your baggage.
It's terrible.
Nobody on earth gives a damn what happens up here.
Yeah, they just want to turn me upside down.
Excuse me, what's that?
You mean the pyramid mine?
Third floor, women's dresses and lingerie.